Hello, today is Thursday, February 19th. So, I wanted to discuss a few things with you. Um, the main thing is that it's quite important to tell you what these things. Um, I do a few things. I have 4 degrees. So, I have a BSc from McMaster, top 100 universities in the world. And I have Dean's Honors twice. That was years ago. I went to medical school, business school, art school. The best is art school. Medical school was rough. I had to be a med for med school. It was so rough. The main thing was that I was isolated and bullied. So most of my life I've been bullied. So just testing out the phone without the selfie stick. I'm holding the cell phone in my hand because they, as I would say, they don't want to do any work today. And that's me, they. So I'm a he, him, his, they. So the main thing is that these same experiences in your mind are not as bad as you think. Uh, so the main thing is I have to budget a lot because I don't. I'm on ODSP on DSP, and so I need the monetization to build a fusion reactor, a perfect fission reactor, and see what I can do with the fuel cells. And hopefully we can use natural hydrogen. So we already discussed how my electron fission reactor works. Let's discuss my perfect fission reactor. Now, the perfect fission reactor is everything is fine as it is, but we want to make sure it never melts down. So this is what we do. At the first sign of overheating, by the way, to build a fission reactor, you fire one neutron at uranium. There's other stable elements that you could throw a neutron at. So when you get the neutron, if it's melting down or overheating, you dunk it into the water rods. Then you cool it off with a coolant. And if that doesn't work, a refrigerant. Now, sometimes the electricity goes off, so they can't run those systems. So we'll have two backups: a battery backup and what else thing? A gasoline backup generator. So we'll make sure that it has enough electricity to have manual override or completely automated. So we usually test these things out, candle reactors and stuff. So it's quite the impossible thing to fathom that a fission reactor will never melt down. And the only problem is that if it's built in certain countries that are at war with each other, they may bomb it. So we got to make sure that it's bomb proof. So anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is CO2, climate change. It's very important to know your carbon footprint. And the main thing I want to say about that is that divert the smokestacks and clean it at the source. Don't put a whole bunch of carbon capture in Alaska when the pollution is in New York. So, make sure that you capture the carbon at the source. Now, the cars are important, but the most important thing is the grid, and that's what I'll be doing. I'll be making clean electricity and plug it and clean up all the grids of the world. We won't be using coal. We won't be using oil. We won't be using that methane gas. We will just be using hydrogen. Hydrogen. So they are starting to misbehave again. It's probably my beer or something. I gotta shave soon. The main thing is that some people have them there holy month. So it's gonna be careful out there. And they think they're fasting and being fast, but in fact they're exhausted. They wake up at 5 a.m. They have their breakfast. And then they go to work. The main thing that the people criticize Islam for is that it's like a lifestyle, including the prayer and all. It's like a lifestyle without a job, or you can't practice medicine and law, or you can't practice Islam and a profession, and that's all wrong. And we have two wives. No, we're not a harem religion anymore. In 1889, they declared that Muslim men are only allowed one wife. And by the way, 40% of men reproduce, and 80% of women reproduce. So that tells you that each man that is a married man, he has two wives, one for it and one for this. So it's like, try not to be so tight about your cognitive functions, or you'll get nowhere. So anyway, I'm waiting for this thing to time out. I don't know what to do. What would you like to discuss? Could you subscribe and like this, and tell me if you like more videos? Tell me what type of videos you'd like. Tell me if you'd like me to shave my beard off, on videotape me shaving my beard off, or cutting my own hair. So anyway, it's still keep going. It's at 6 minutes and 17 seconds. So hopefully I'm not breaching it. Anyway, I gotta talk to you later. I gotta basically get back to work. I'm doing my two more corporate taxes. Anyway, take care. Bye.